Hello, everyone. Welcome to Triple T Thursday. That stands for tips, tricks, tutorials. Oh, I have a helper around here. Okay, so if my puppy decides to show her face again, I will pull her up and y'all can see her. Baby Casey is in the house, y'all. Baby Casey's in the house. Also, it's Thursday, the most important day of the week, which means that we get to ask the ever important question. It's a Thursday before a holiday. What's in your cup, people? What is in your cup? All right, today we have Lauren Ashton Sellers Cuvée Estelle 2015. Thank you, Gary V. Wine of the Month Club. So I want to know, if you're out there, what are you drinking? Let me know. What is in your cup today? That's what's in mine. So we're drinking red today. So chin chin to all of you out there. Cheers. Clink. How are you doing? How's Thursday? What are you doing this weekend? It's a holiday. I don't know if anyone's going outside doing things with people. As you know, on Thursdays, we finish up the Ladies of YouTube room over on Clubhouse. If you're not following along, you really should be. It's always a fun time, and you never know who is going to show up. Could be someone famous. Could be, you. You could be there with your questions. We'd love to see that. Today's topic, we are talking about how do you know when it's time to switch niches. Okay, this is a little bit personal as well, possibly self-reflective. We can talk about this a little bit. Because if y'all were here, I don't even know how long ago, was it 2 weeks now that Gwen was on the channel? And turns out that we were talking, maybe some reworking of the channel might be in order. But if you find yourself at this crossroads too, as some people do, including myself from time to time, I have a set of questions that I think that you should ask yourself when you're thinking maybe about switching niches. Now, before we get started as well, I want to know, because it's always a fun game, right? If you are making videos and you're a creator, right? What is your niche? And if you've been here for the live stream where we talked specifically about how to find a niche and all of that, how to define your niche, then we're going to see if anyone pulls the cardinal mistake, which y'all know what it was. Like, my niche is fitness. And I'm like, girl, no. Or boy, no. We're not going to do that here. So hello. We're going to say hello to some people in the chat as well. So let's do that. Okay, what do we got here? My chat's not coming up over here. That's dumb. Oh, hey, Technically Speaking was in the house. Pixelpia, hello. Serenity Journey. Oh, yeah, let's rock. And let's see. Riola, hello. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little while. Oh, Parachetta. Hello. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Aldous, over from Clubhouse. Yes. Alberta, Canada, in the house. Awesome. And Miss V, hi. It's good to see you. My niche is related to teaching music lessons to others. So your niche is music, right? But if we go down a layer deeper into that, right? What kind of music? Are we talking gospel music on a piano? Are we talking like I do more cowbell because you always need more cowbell? Are we talking something else? Because when you start to think about it, and then we go like an archaeologist, we dig a little bit deeper sometimes. We got to know. Speaking of archaeology, today is the first day that Friends, the reunion, is available on HBO Max, the 2-hour reunion, the one with the reunion. After this live stream, I am so getting onto there and watching this reunion. Anyone else out there a Friends fan? Let me know. Okay, so again, if you were here for the live stream where we talked about niching specifically, right? Someone's always like, I'm in fitness. And I'm like, I'm in fitness. This fry's in my mouth. I'm in fitness. Anyways, fitness is not, it's like this broad category and genre, right? It's like saying, I'm a filmmaker. What does that mean, Susie? Are you documentary? Are you music videos? Are you feature films? You see what I'm saying? So let's bring it down just a little bit deeper, because I gave you guys an example, right? You're like, oh, I'm a gymnastics coach. Are we talking little gym? Are we talking like Bella Caroli getting ready for the Olympics, right? So even when you think you have a niche, sometimes you don't, or sometimes you just have a general whispering of an idea. So sometimes we start going in. I'm going to see if we've got some up. Hey, Ross Sillers is in the house. How you doing? Oh, it's so nice to see you. We were having a discussion in Clubhouse actually today that made me think of you, because they were talking specifically about sometimes when you have an audience, maybe in a geographic area that wasn't where your main demographic target was. And I was like, I know a guy. Okay. So hello, Dutch Can Jam. Hello, Ashley Woods. Chloe Ting is different than, exactly, right? So when you say I'm in fitness, you got Jay from Boot Camp Fitness with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and running through their paces and yelling at girls and trying to get their minute up. Then you got the person who's training for the NFL Combine. They're both in fitness, right? Very different needs between the two, or even a gymnast, right? So I always challenge and urge people when they say I'm in this niche to almost go one layer deeper, right? So I'm in fitness, but I'm in helping first-time moms get postpartum baby belly off of them, right? Or getting body back after baby. That is a niche, okay? Just saying I'm in fitness is just a whisper of a hint of an idea. You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this. But again, if you need more lessons about niching and how to know if you're in a niche and how far gone you've gone, sometimes you're too far gone, then go back and check out that live stream about niching specifically. But today we're talking about I'm in this niche and I want to switch to this niche. And it could be like I'm a baker and now I want to turn into a, insert something completely wildly variant, motorcycle repair channel. You know what I'm saying, right? Sometimes these audiences are going to cross and they're going to make sense. Sometimes they're not. Like you're a vegan, you turn into a carnivore meat grilling thing and you're showing people how to do hunting, cleaning, skinning, drying, smoking. Not the same as vegan, you know what I'm saying? So if that's going to be your genre switch or, you know, niche switch, people are going to have some questions and you're going to want to go about that smartly. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying tread lightly with that, okay? So I'm going to come back real quick and see, do we have some niches in the house? Do we have some niches in the house? I'm going to pop out this chat over here because I'm going to close this chat window. It's just not working. It's not working. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're watching from, let me know where you're watching from because I'm using Restream right now currently to stream. So you could be seeing me on Twitch or Twitter or Facebook or YouTube. Let me know where you're watching. All right. Squirrel brain. Oh my gosh, right? I have a squirrel brain. You guys know that you know what you signed up for when you come to this. All right. Howdy, howdy. Niche is nerdy crafting tutorials. Parajetta, we've talked about this. You have a niche. Yes, you're good. Reselling woodworking spirituality. Oh, all on different channels. Okay, bravo. Serenity channel. I was going to be like, we're going to have a talk. Okay. And let's see. Ashley Woods. Amen, amen. Chloe Ting is different than Michelle. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, we're trying to help you. Oh, hey, Grow with Angie's in the house. If you're into hydroponics and gardening stuff, which is a niche, go check out her channel. She could tell you all about it, all right? And so Ashley says, I have a niche. I try and review celebrity acting techniques. I pitch my channel as a Try Guys meets inside the actor's studio, or Michelle Care if she did rehearsals and not stunts. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love seeing what everyone is. Why is everyone streaming on Thursday? Where are y'all working at? Let me hold. I don't know. I have been streaming for, I don't know, 7 months on Thursdays. Every Thursday I've been streaming. So it's my day. And I intentionally did not pick Friday because Friday, I kind of consider it Viper's night, right? So I was just like, I'm not going to do that to Viper. I'm going to do a Thursday stream. So I'm so excited that y'all are here. Let's get into when you think that you need to switch niches. What are some questions that, because everyone's going to have questions. What are some questions that you may want to ask yourself before you're thinking that you're ready to do this? Okay, so first of all, why do you want to switch niches now? What is right now? What is special about this moment in time that you're like, let's turn this bus around and we're going to go to a different destination. Okay, so it could be that your niche was, you know, talking all about the Summer Olympics and then all of a sudden, you know, like in Tokyo, and lo and behold, 4 years later, those Summer Olympics are someplace else. So maybe you don't want to talk about Summer Olympics in Tokyo anymore because people will be like, yeah, but we're moving on to a new year, a new city, a new country, all that kind of stuff. That might be a reason, right? What if it's timed out? What if you age out of certain content as well? So you could be someone who is a tween talking about certain items and, you know, what it's like to be ready for back to school shopping in middle school and high school, but then are you really gonna be doing the same videos, let's say when you're, you know, 27 and graduated from college at whatever age it is? Maybe not, because maybe you've aged out of that content. You're not gonna make it anymore. It just doesn't make sense for you to continue to make that because then you're just playing a character of what the person who would be making that video in that niche is. Does that make sense? If that is making sense, give me a thumbs up in the chat or on the stream. Okay, give me a thumbs up with that. So if you've aged out of content, if you've burnt out on content, if you have absolutely no other videos that you can make on a particular topic, so let's say you're known for making animated subscribe buttons on YouTube. Who could that possibly be? And you're like, dude, I've shown you how to do it in PicMonkey, I've shown you how to do it in Canva, I've shown you how to do it in Keynote, I've shown you how to do it in insert name of program here, right? And I've made that video 5 times over. If that is the only thing that your channel is based upon, then you could be shit out of luck if like you run out of programs to make a new animated subscribe button in, right? Or can't find new ways to animate that said subscribe button. So then all of a sudden it's like my topic well has run dry. I can't make any more on this particular topic. So that could very much well be a reason, right? Oh, I'm seeing some thumbs ups. Yay. Awesome. Oh, have to reboot. Okay. All right, good. Okay. And Pixel 4a 5G. Scott Peachy would be so proud. I have a 4A. I love my Pixel phone too. All right. Yes. Awesome. Thank you for the thumbs up, everyone. All right. Did you have a major life event that happens to you, maybe making you want to switch niches? A very common thing for this would be like you're going to college, or maybe, I don't know, you're becoming a first-time mom, or, you know, what, you're getting married and all of a sudden your single girl rules eating for one type of cooking channel might evolve into wedding content or how to make slow cooker dinners for 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a natural life event that's happening to you, and if you want to share that with the world or internet, it may be coming out and reflective in your videos that you would be making. So absolutely, like, that would make sense, right? Mindfully Inspired in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Let me know what kind of wine you're drinking. We are drinking the Gary V Wine of the Month. It is the Lauren Ashton Cellars Cuvée Estelle from 2015. Was that a good year? I don't know. Was it a good year? Was 2015 a good year for y'all? I don't know. It's probably better than a 2020. Okay. All right. So moving on. Did you, like we said, did you have some sort of life event that happened because of this change, right? So absolutely that could be a catapult for why you would change content styles. Okay. So the next question, after you've answered that for yourself, and you know what, if you want, grab a piece of paper, do it Post-it style like I like to do. If you're one of those fancy notability type things, get out your iPad. You know, you do you, boo. And you can answer these questions because at the end of it, then you're going to have your own like recollection of like, yeah, it's time for me to peace out or whatever else it is. I can dig in a little longer. All right. Does my new content direction make sense? Sometimes it doesn't make sense, like, right? Vegan to like carnivore hunting. That doesn't make sense. I mean, if you want to piss off a lot of it first, you reel them in, get 1 million subscribers of vegans, and then watch them go ballistic as you hunt a deer and then, you know, skin it. Yeah. So that's not really a thing for you, right? Yeah. You're not going to have a vegan then be like how I'm training to have like the most hot dogs, because that's a competitive eating sport. Not the same thing, even though you're both in the food genre, right? You can be like, it's fine, or the niche of food. I'm in food. Vegan is not the same as hot dog eating, okay? Let's just get this out of the way. We're always going to go a little bit deeper on that niche train, okay? It's not just like, I'm a citizen of the world. Yeah, Susie, but you're actually going to have to live someplace, so who's going to relate to you? All right? So can you make that switch interesting? Former, you know, carnivore, keto person living on a plant-based diet making a change? That might be cool. If you can make it interesting, maybe some people will follow along with you, okay? Why I stopped being vegan video gets lots of views, but the hate is real. Yeah, that's a whole other thing, right? Yes, exactly. Oh, did y'all see? I think Kelly Stamps did I was vegan for like 6 hours, which I was like, that's cool. But yeah, that's just funny. Yeah, why I went vegan for a day. So here's another thing that you have to think about, right? Does this have to live on your same YouTube channel? Could this be something that lives on a new YouTube channel? Because if you think it is going to be so wildly variant that you're going to have the masses come out and start hunting you, hunting, and I hate myself. I did finger guns at y'all to talk about hunting. Pew, pew, pew. To talk about hunting, maybe on a new channel would be a better thing for you. If you're okay with dealing with the hate, if you don't want to give up a channel, if you're okay with losing a whole bunch of subscribers while you change niches, then that might be a reason for you to hang on and be like, this is just my life and this is what I'm doing right now, and I'm using this channel as a diary for all of my life changes. And you know, it's one of those like, I have the microphone and you don't, so you will watch and listen to everything I have to say, or leave. No one's forcing them to watch you, right? Did you laugh at it? Thank you. Thank you. Finger guns for the win. YouTube, don't demonetize me, okay? They're pretend. They're not gonna hurt anyone. All right, so your current audience, they could get a big like jolt from this wildly variant content. So is it wise for you to have like a goodbye, or I'm changing, or come follow me on a new video channel type of presentation to your audience? Because it might be the case that they're gonna need some kind of closure. Like, have you ever just like shown up to some TV show and it just wasn't there anymore? And I'm like, did it get canceled mid-season? Like, what the heck happened? I need to know. Did she get off the plane? Did she not? Were they on a break? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people need to have that bow, like have a little pretty bow on the top, okay? So maybe if it is not going to work on the same channel, you really should think about putting on a new channel and inviting people over there if that's a life journey that they're thinking of making with you. And let people have the choice. That's fine. So is there any overlap that you, next question, right? I hope you're writing down your answers. I hope you are. There will be a test at the end. The test will be, give this video a thumbs up. And I'll know you didn't do it. No, I won't. Those are just big words. Is there any overlap with my old niche? So if you love makeup and you wanted to switch to Harry Potter, could you be doing makeup things inspired by the houses? Could you recreate makeup from, you know, the Yule Ball? Or, you know, could you do special effects makeup to look like Hagrid? Or like, if there's some way to meld those two things together in a way that makes sense, then it might be a reason for you to just be like, hey, we were doing Lord of the Rings makeup special effects, and now we're gonna like bring in a new fandom of Harry Potter heads. Whatever it is, okay? If you can make it work, maybe it's not so jolting to people, okay? Hey! Good to see you, Christina Smallhorn. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Okay. Now, we talked about Harry Potter and makeup. And if y'all didn't know, I have Snape's wand over there because I am a Potterhead. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when you take those stupid quizzes, I cannot tell you how many times that I wished that I was a Gryffindor, but turns out I'm a Slytherin. So please don't not be my friend. We're very smart. You were loyal. We're just moving on. Okay. Y'all, we got our first super chat. You know what happens. Oh, okay. Christina Smallhorn. I love your face. I'm so excited for our live stream that we're going to do in your Facebook group. You get to choose your song. It is Soulfly, Sumo Romp, or 15 Electronic. Again, those are Soulfly, Sumo Romp, or 15 Electronic. You choose your poison, and we're all gonna boogie. Oh, you're a Hufflepuff? Every Slytherin needs a Hufflepuff. If you haven't seen that series on TikTok about the Slytherin and the Hufflepuff that are really like best friends, and I actually am not surprised at all that you're a Hufflepuff. You're so sweet and happy, and it makes me almost feel things. Okay, so hi, Angie. Christina, you gotta pick, or I'll pick for you. 15 Electronic, it was Soulfly or Sumo Romp. Those are your choices. You want to be a Ravenclaw? I know, right? The diadem? She's a smart lady. Okay, I'm gonna pick for you. Hold on. Let me pick. Because you didn't pick anything. So, yes, everyone who's here, we're gonna get back to it. Just give me a second. This is where we get to boogie to random music. See? Slytherins. We're very smart. Don't cross us, but yeah. Christina Smallhorn for the super chat. I appreciate you. I think it's where it dropped. It's too early. I was too early with the drop. This is where we go back and look in the analytics, and it shows that like people dip out when I put on the dance overlay, and I'm like, do you know how much I care? This much, because we're here. We're hanging out with friends. If they can't dance, well, then they're no friends of mine. Because my friends dance, and if your friends don't dance, then you know where we're going with that. All right? So, does this niche switch need to happen right meow? Okay? You know, you're going to probably make mommy content if you're happening to be pregnant, trying to get pregnant. That makes sense. But otherwise, you know, does it have to be right now? Could there be a crossover date? Could there be almost like a funeral? Like, hey, the sunset is happening at this time, and then we're moving over into this one. You know, like a slow, gentle, like, hey, just so you know, we're breaking up, but I'm going to keep dating you for like 3 more weeks. You know, that gentle off the cliff. Okay? So, one thing that you're also going to want to ask is there even an audience for the new type of content that I want to make? Now, especially, I'm glad you like that song because you weren't helpful with picking one. So, yeah, there's that. Slytherins, we get the job done. If there's no audience for your new niche, could that be a problem? It could be a problem. Now, here's the thing. If it's something that people are actually going to be interested in and you're just the first one to it, ooh, that could be cool, right? Because when it comes to that kind of stuff, you can either be first, you can be different, or you can be like the best. You know what I'm saying, right? So if you're a makeup channel, you could be the person who does all the exposed videos of like all the newest releases that are coming out, or possibly even the person that gets that new merchandise first and then shows you what it looks like. You can be the most thorough in your reviews and show you like all the chemical breakdowns and all of the different certifications and what the swatches look like and in different things. Or you can be that person who's different and says like, yeah, I'm going to destroy this makeup. You thought I was going to put it on my face? Nope. I'm going to destroy it and put it all into a blender and then make a new blush out of it or whatever else you want to say, right? So those are kind of your options, because if there's nothing new, different, unique, best about you, it's like, it's great, Susie. It's like when you tell your friends, like, I'm starting a vlog. Why do you think anyone cares? Okay. Send it to your mom. All right. So, especially if like you have no audience and no one really knows you anyway, like, I hope you're a really good storyteller, because good luck with that. If there's no audience, right? The pioneers are cool and everything, but if no one is looking for it at all, right? If it's like doing my hair in a hot air balloon and that's the only thing your channel is about, I don't know how many people are looking for that, like, but it could be cool. It could be cool. My hair has got that windblown look. All right. So if you're the only person there, is that cool as well? Because if you're just trying to be the channel authority on, you know, how to do your hair in a hot air balloon, then that could be really cool. And if you get invitations to fly around the world in different balloons in different countries and do your hair, hell yeah, sign me up. No one go take that niche, because I'm going to go investigate that after this stream. All right. Okay. All right. So again, not only when you're picking a new niche, but when you're picking a niche in general, right? Those are those principles that you got to think about. Are you going to be first? Are you going to be better? Are you going to be different? Right? So if you have no plan for any of those, you may want to create a plan. Okay. So if you're ready to switch and you're not even sure, like, what comes next? And like, one of the things that you're going to want to do, similar to when you're thinking about a niche originally for your channel, is going to be, what does your content creation plan look like? What's that library if you were to plan it out in terms of months, quarters, whatever else it is? There could be these tentpole events that are going to be happening, like the Olympics or Christmas or Father's Day. Dads and grads time is always a fun time, right? Or you're a tech reviewer and all of a sudden you've got the new Apple releases, you've got WWDC. I almost said WWE. That's a whole other type of thing, okay? Although that is a niche / genre right there. If you were to review all of the WWE personalities, their histories, their origin stories, who they have beef with, who they're married to in real life, whatever, you can laugh all you want, but WWE is like in the top 10 YouTube channels out there in like monthly views and subscribe. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts, right? there's a whole fandom there. So if you are going to create all this content in a new genre, you really need to be thinking about, okay, now what? What happens when I make the switch? I've told my audience, I have picked a new niche. You still have to come up with a content strategy, because otherwise, if it's like you do 2 videos and then you're like, I don't think that's worked, and you do a little what we call a boomerang. Like when you leave a company because you're like, screw you guys, I don't like you guys very much, I'm going to go to X new company. And then you find out X new company isn't that great. And then you're like, you guys are really great. Can I come back? Which we call boomerang. You go and you come right back. So what you want to avoid is then falling into that trap of boomeranging right back into your old niche, into your old content. It's very much like just like when I thought I was out and they pull me back in. You want to be careful, because if you go back in there and then you make 5 videos in a row about this new thing and you're starting to get some traction on it, then all of a sudden you got shiny objects in the room, or you're just really pissed that all your last few videos haven't gotten as many views as your old videos because it was a different audience, then you're like, I'll just go back and make this video real quick, and then you're sucked back into it. Then your audience is confused, YouTube is confused, you're confused, and you end up like me. Don't end up like me, people. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Niches, questions, changing. Anyone out there who has changed and pivoted niches and it worked out well for you, it didn't work out well for you? Spill the beans. Spill the beans. Let's talk about it, okay? Serenity Journey, I see like fencing and snakes. Nice. Now the song's stuck in your head. You're welcome. Bubbles seem to be working better now. Okay, so if you didn't see that, I did do a video about first how to create like the animated overlays with the transparency, right, for the dancing under the sea effect. Then, because the file was so large, basically Ecamm and Restream were choking on the size of the file trying to play that video loop over and over again. There's a trick that you can do. You can shrinkify that file while maintaining transparency. If you convert it, if you don't have compressor, which is an Apple thing, you can also run it through QuickTime, export at a lower HEIC, which is that high efficiency, smaller file, still maintain transparency, and then bring that overlay back into your stream, and it won't choke as much. Y'all have been here. I still get the rainbow spinning wheel of death. It sometimes does it still. I said as much. Okay? Let's talk. Let's talk here. Women have been on YouTube since 5 Awesome Girls. We were always here. That's right. We didn't go anywhere. We went nowhere. Safety dance. Yeah, someone got it. I did it and abruptly and privated 240 videos. I know we were talking about that, right? Especially if you have a bunch of videos. We talked about this on the live stream a couple weeks ago with my friend Gwen. She said, would you ever think about considering privating your video that's done pretty well about how to repair Louboutin shoes? And I was like, I have done that many times and I will do it again. Don't you threaten me with a good time. I will collect. So yeah, especially if it's driving a lot of views and traffic for something you don't want to be known for, private it. I don't like to delete because you could change your mind and then all of a sudden be like, I am a fashionista channel. Have you seen me? I wear the... Okay, I am definitely... If y'all don't know me, I am not a fashionista. I am not the person you take advice from, okay? That's why it's so funny, but y'all didn't get the joke yet because maybe you think I'm put together. I am not. Okay, I split my channel. Yep, exactly. That's why we've got Mindfully Inspired and Liz Loves YouTube. And then switch to a saturated niche so it isn't hard to, haven't had much impact yet. I love that. I love that. Yet. But we'll continue working. Digital Slang, great to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. Suggestions on starting in a tiny niche like hydroponics. Oh, growth, Angie. Okay. Expanding within the same niche, gardening, homesteading, still new, trying to expand out a bit. Thoughts. Okay, so let's talk about this. If you guys haven't seen Angie, she had gotten in many of the clubhouse rooms that we're in, so we kind of know this story. But basically, she made a video on hydroponics system. She has a smaller YouTube channel, but she's making lots of money on affiliate sales from the coupon code that is associated with that particular product. Okay, we've all got the background now on Angie. One of the things that's happening is that a lot of people are knowing her for that particular product thing. Now, how do you make sure that you don't get pigeonholed into only hydroponics? What if you want to do other gardening or other things and stuff like that too? So it's interesting because you're like, hey, it's really easy, especially when you're making money on affiliate sales and stuff too, to continue doing then an entire series, like how to set it up and how to make sure it's maintained and how to break it down or how to switch out y'all, I don't, they're not green, okay? They're kind of chipped blue. I don't know the words, okay? So just bear with me on that one. So you could almost go down that route, but if you did that and then all of a sudden one day you were like talking about arrow gardens, that's still a thing. The one out on the balcony where it's like hanging for people who don't, is that what a hydroponics is? I don't know, okay? Yeah. So one of the things is you can go one of two routes. You either have to go like all in and be like, dude, hydroponics, entire playlist, all the things, make all the money, right? Because also if you're making money from that thing, that could be cool because if you make more money from that than you do doing the video anyway, then, you know, there you go. But if that's not what you want to be pigeonholed and into, then you really have to like almost immediately and swiftly then decide I need to make videos other than this one thing that I'm also known for, but are also niche, neighbor / adjacent. So what if it's how to do a tiny garden on your balcony? I hate myself. Okay, you know what I'm saying, okay? What is something that is similar that the people in the intersection from the hydroponics, which I've heard you say week after week and I still don't even know what the hell it is, what is something that they would still be interested in? Maybe they don't even have that system, they've been watching videos on it, but something they would be interested in that you could make that would also still not be too far off, right? It's not going to piss off everyone that came for this type of content, but still interesting in new people in a new area as well. So I would make some of that content, absolutely make some of that content, whether it's gardening, picking out the right gloves, hose, claw things, right? Are you guys watching me drown? You're enjoying it? You can throw me a lifesaver. Jerks. All right. So I know this is bold, but if you ever want a co-host or someone to gab with, I have a 19K channel I was following in Clubhouse and won the Tube. Oh, yeah. I remember the TubeBuddy prize. It's Vivian. Is it Vivian? I remember I made sure I it was the week I was filling in for Liz, and I made sure to email Rob and be like, better get her TubeBuddy stuff. I have guests all the time. Yeah, so you can always DM me, and yeah, I don't really care about the channel size. It's just I hang out with my friends. As long as I know you're not gonna go rogue, then yeah, good chance coming on. Okay, where are we at? It jumped me around. Sorry guys, 1 second. Also, not just okay. You, I kind of know, but I'm saying for other people out there in the audience who maybe don't know, there is an entire live stream about how to do collaborations the right way and how to ask and actually have a higher likelihood of people saying yes. I would advise some people go watch that because some people don't know how to ask people for stuff. Okay? Some people just don't know how to ask people for stuff. Chickens. Oh, chicken. Hydroponics is chicken? I thought you said it was gardening. Okay. That's how little I know about your entire thing, right? There you go. You're getting help in the audience. There you go. Everyone, help out Angie. Says growing with Mike. He has a hydroponics channel. Isn't all farm, home, niche. Okay, sweet. You think you're good? Oh, awesome. Okay. Pixelpia, thank you for dropping some of those fun emojis in there as well. If you guys didn't know, we have channel memberships on the channel. If you're ever interested in that, then there's a button down below. You can, oh, speaking of, I forgot, on-screen mention always to all of my platinum level channel members. You get on-screen mention in every single video, okay? Just, there you go. Thank you to TubeBuddy. Appreciate you. Love you. Everyone else who's here, make sure you like and subscribe. Do all the things, okay? I'm a DM you. All right, sweet. I saw you in New Folks. Okay, sweet. We can do a ladies' night. I know, what happened to the wine night? I thought we were gonna, Holly Lee! I tend to throw a video now and then, but whatever I want to do regardless of the niche, I'm just in it for my own sanity. And yeah, and sometimes you need to do that for your own mental health, right? Absolutely. So Holly Lee, thanks for throwing money my way, even though I... Hey, I hope you got an email from our mutual. And thank you so much for Liz Loves YouTube. Okay, let's find a new song to boogie, y'all. 1 second. Let's find a good one. Variations on a Dream? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, this one picks up. This one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be good. Everyone else, grab your wine, grab your drink. I this one for my, I can tell you this, my podcast intro for a while. And if anyone is interested, all of my music came from Audio Hero. You get 10 free songs or something like that a month if you are a paying member of TubeBuddy. Go check it out in member perks. Small horn. Sweet. All right. Thank you so much for Should We Dance Again? I mean, that was a shorter song. The bubbles are still going. I haven't turned them off yet. Maybe. 1 second. It's my show. I can do what I want. Y'all have to dance with me. Offended that there are 19 people watching now. There's only 15 thumbs up on this video. Offended, I say. How are you going to show up in my live stream and hang out with me and then just forget to throw a thumbs up? It's rude. It's hurtful. And I'm going to do absolutely nothing about it. All right, so we've talked a little bit about chickens, hydroponics, all that stuff. That last song was for you. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks, Angie. Appreciate you. I saw your Instagram DM about Creative Commons. So what I was saying is you want to make sure you do not have Creative Commons and you have standard YouTube license. And what we are referring to, there are some channels out there that are advising people to go out and rip people's videos as long as the Creative Commons button is checked, because it means that your video is allowed to be reused with attribution and, you know, possibly uploaded on someone else's channel. They can get monetized watch time for it. And some channels are growing without creating their own content just by ripping off other people's content because people forget to uncheck or check the button. So what we were referring to is making sure that you go into the back-end studio of YouTube and make sure that when you upload a video, standard YouTube license is applied and not Creative Commons, because you don't want necessarily that to happen unless you want people to take your video. Then if you feel like that, then there you go. There you go. But yeah, I saw your DM with that, so just make sure, don't turn on Creative Commons, turn off Creative Commons, have standard YouTube license. If that is making sense to you, yes? Thumbs up? Sweet. Awesome. Great. I want to make sure we clarified on that. Awesome. Still don't know anything about chickens. Can I tell you guys a personal secret? Back, I think it was like 2005. I had watched one of those awful, god-awful specials from like PETA about like KFC and the way that they treat chickens. Don't Google it. Don't look for it. Okay? Just live in your bliss right now. I was so turned off by it that I decided to go like vegetarian for like a month. I was gonna like, I'm gonna help the planet by vegetarian. Morningstar patties crushed up with tomato sauce and spaghetti was my life. Okay, I was like, I can do this for the animals. I tell you what, day 30 I celebrated with a double cheeseburger because I could not take it, y'all. I broke hard, and when I went off that wagon, I just did not like it. I fell hard. Couldn't take it. I think it was like I'd had some sort of like meal, and then I just about thought I was going to kill someone, and I thought the only way to fix that and remedy it was eating a double cheeseburger, and I felt much better after that. I felt sick. I worked my way through it, y'all. I'm okay now. Okay, just FYI. Gummerdy coins and banknotes. Hey, it's nice to see you. I recognize you. It's good to see you, friend. Okay. It says, when I started making tutorials, I went with standard before I used CC for my education videos because I wanted them to be used. Awesome. Yeah, as long as you know exactly what you're getting into, you do you, boo. Okay. It's just there are some people out there who don't know that that box is checked. And so unfortunately, people take their entire videos. I think this was also part of an entire conversation that was also part of a different Clubhouse room where people were making comments about how they're, I think the gist was, I wasn't in the room at the time, was basically they were taking people's content from TikTok, making compilation videos and garnering like millions of views and making money off of these compilation videos. And they were even possibly questioning how they could get it so that no one could copy their videos, the ones that they stole from, like, make it make sense, people. God, make it make sense, right? Yeah, it's awful. Hey, thank you so much. I saw that we reached 20 thumbs up now, and it says there's like 15 people watching, so thank you. I appreciate you because that I guilted you all into it, okay? Holy heck, your stream is so crisp. Thank you, Uncle Jesse. How are you? It's great to see you. If y'all didn't know and you're into kind of like comic book stuff, 3D printing, all that cool stuff, you can check out Uncle Jesse. Uncle Jesse and I were first buddies because we were first featured on the Rivet site from our buddies over there. So Christopher John Molitor, if you're out there, thank you so much. The stream is actually being powered through Ecamm, and I am pushing it out through Restream, so it's lots of places. So it's nice to see you, friend. How are things over New York, right? If y'all, I think we had talked about this in one of the very first episodes of Triple Treat Tea when we were talking about what to do when no one's watching. I think the episode that was right after that, we talked about all the equipment and stuff that I use. But if you guys want like an updated one or perhaps behind the scenes, let me know. I mean, we could take a look and make that video. And all of the equipment and stuff that I use, it's always listed down in the description box too. It goes right to the Amazon store, and I have an entire link section about the streaming equipment that I use. So, but as a general rundown, I'm using the Panasonic Lumix G7. I'm running that into a cam link into the back of my iMac, and then basically using some ring lights, and I am using the Shure microphone that's running to a Focusrite Scarlett 2i. So that's kind of what I'm using, pushing it all through Ecamm. Thank you so much for being here, Uncle Jesse. Appreciate you. We are talking about how you know when it's time to switch niches and some of the questions that you might ask yourself if you need to do that. So I want to know out there, if you're thinking about switching niches, if you have switched niches, how did that go for you? If you're thinking about it now, let's discuss. We got some open time until the end of the turtle, right? So 6 turtles, so another 15 minutes or so. So let me know all the things, what questions you have, right? You're going to check out the links. You need to oh my God, no. Anytime you want to, we can jump on a call, and I'm happy to walk you through any of the streaming stuff, and I'll tell you what not to get, because some of the stuff's not so bueno. I have some stuff, like, my favorite camera is I have the Canon 80D with the Sigma 18 to 35 lens. That's my absolute favorite. But this Panasonic streams in 4K. I don't have full 4K on this stream. I jumped it down to 1440, I think, instead of 2160, because like anytime you replay it, you can only go to 1440 anyway. And of course, if it's on Facebook, it goes down to 720 anyway. But I was running the 80D, which does not have clean HDMI out, through the USB cable, so running EOS utility, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, and I just couldn't not have the reliability of, 100% working. Although with this one, it has really bad autofocus. So some of the time you'll see me go all blurry, and then people in the audience will have to yell at me, and then I'll hit the remote to do it, and it makes everyone dizzy, like this. To try and focus it back, because sometimes it gets really confused and really loves the butt of the Shure, which I get it. It's like an attractive butt, but it focuses on this and not me. And I'm like, excuse me, here. But it doesn't do that. So there you go. I switched mine a few years back, and I still think about it all the time. TikTok is actually a great place to explore that as well. What are we exploring? Sorry. Oh yes, you should be streaming, y'all. I even where were you guys? I did an entire Facebook group challenge for a safe place to practice streaming. And I was even giving you a month of Restream for free back when, you know, I was sponsored by them and back all that kind of stuff. Like, not that many people showed up, and then not that many people did the homework assignment, and then I closed it down because I said it was a limited time series, but I was just like, I was trying to help y'all. I'm always down to see more people streaming. Love to see it. If you want to talk streaming, we can definitely do that. We have important questions? Yes, absolutely. Drop your questions. This is chit-chatty time for the next little bit because I've already gone through my Post-its, which, go me. Are you guys, like, right? We went through those Post-its fast. And if you didn't know, this is how I do all of my streams. These are all of my previous Post-its for the win. Okay? It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. I know, I'm in that group. Oh, see? Well, not anymore. I kicked everyone out. I told them. I said, this is the end date. Who else has their wine ready? This girl. Why is the 18 to 35 my favorite lens? Okay. First of all, Sigma glass is beautiful. It's heavy. So the nice thing about the 18, once that number goes really, really low, then you get a really nice wide shot. So if you have ever been thinking about being able to, you know, hold your camera out here on a handheld, but you want to be able to get most of the shot and not just your head, then you want a number that has a lens that is going to be like short, like small, like 13, 15, 18, something like that, because it's really, really wide. The nice thing about this, though, the 18 to 35, because there's that dash 35, it means there's actually a bit of zoom. So you can crank that sucker up if you just need to be a skosh closer, because all the other lenses, when they're like in a set position and they don't have any zoom, which is that prime lens, what happens when you want to get closer to the camera? You have to physically move, or you have to get up, move your tripod, and move it towards you. So the nice thing about that 18 to 35, you can set it up on whatever tripod you want and give it a little twist with love. With love. And boom, there you go. And not only that, it has the HSM, which stands for hypersonic motor, which is a super quiet auto zooming. So if you ever see those beauty videos where they're like, oh my God, you guys, you have to check out this lipstick. And then they do the beauty guru thing and they're like, look at this. And then it like zooms in on it and then they take it down and it zooms in on your face. The combination of that lens with like anything from Canon 70D and higher with the auto focus. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. So these little sparkling fairy lights in the back, when you go back and see some of the videos where I'm shooting on the 18 to 35 lens, they become these beautiful orbs, beautiful little glowing bokeh, because the closer you can get to the lens and the blurrier background because of the f-stop, which is basically referring to how wide that lens is going to open up and let in a lot of light, especially if you're in like a dark type of setting. So that one has a particularly low f-stop of around 1.4, 1.8, something like that. The lower the number, the bigger the hole. God, I hate how that sounds. The lower the number in the f-stop, the wider the hole gets to let in more light. Okay, so, and not only that, the lower that number, if you want that blurry background, the bokeh, the pretty bokeh effect, then you want to have one that has, you know, like a lot of the time people will get like the Sigma 30 millimeter or 35 millimeter that has like the 1.4 background. That's what you want, because a lot of the stock kit lenses that are coming are like f-stop around 4.5, 4.5, something like that. And so it's like everything is sharp, but that means nothing is blurry in the background, no matter how close you get to your to the lens. So the closer you get to the lens on a lens with lower f-stop, then the blurrier the background. That's just the way that works. But with some of the kit lenses, which I never really recommend getting, like just go buy the body and then buy a separate lens later. Okay, that's a lot of stuff that y'all didn't ask for, but I have a microphone and you don't, so I'll just go off on random tangents that if I want to. Okay, so what else? Should I have a second glass of seltzer or a first glass of wine? Yes. Okay. We need to dance. Is that what I saw? Oh, post it. Coffee here. Oh, tea. No wine, just water. Be very Jesus. Turn that water into wine. There you go. No alcohol since 2000. Good for you. Good for you. You use your phone in Filmic Pro? Yes, with clear HDMI out to the A10 Mini. I know, you're more sophisticated than I am because I have not hooked up the A10 Mini. I do have the Stream Deck, so I can do, you know, like the different animations. So I can be like, hey, follow me on my social medias. And I have it all programmed into like, you know, a particular thing. And I can be like, hey y'all, if you didn't know, you can go buy that animated subscribe button, or you can go see my course, iMovie Made Easy. Check it out, right? I can do those, but like, I can't get real fancy with some of the other stuff. I think you guys saw my embarrassment of an excuse for my webcam that is on a disassembled partially with my Allen wrench and monkey wrench. And I took my $15 near little arm apart to mount with rubber bands and zip ties my webcam for an overhead shot, which I never even used because I'm just dumb. Yeah. So I'm a make it do what it do or what I want it to do type of gal. So there's enough zip ties and, you know, duct tape. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. All right, what else do we got? Off topic, a good microphone for exercise and yoga videos that works with USB-C Mac, not a camera. That works with USB-C Mac, not a camera. Also known as a monkey wrench because of the thing that looks like the backwards bite of a monkey. Also known as a pipe wrench. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I know my tools. You know what's funny is when we got married, you know, I had more tools than my husband. Just have that be known. My tools. Okay? You have the same mic. Which mic? This mic? By the way, if y'all didn't know, this is the Shure SM7B. Do I necessarily recommend it? No, because you need like the Focusrite, like usually some sort of interface, which is going to run you $150. This mic is $399. The cables that you're going to need for it run $10 a piece, which you need a couple of them. Then you probably need a cloud lifter as well to up the decibel gain on this, because by itself it's very quiet and underpowered. So you add that on for $160. So all in, you're into a package that's somewhere around $700 when you can instead get like the Shure MV7, and that is, you know, $200. Okay, so this is overkill for most people in their sets, and I don't necessarily recommend it. I still love the Shure MV51. This is not a product showcase. I'm just telling you guys, you don't have to go out there and buy stupid amounts of expensive equipment, okay? Just know that. Okay. Exercise yoga videos that works with USB-C and not a camera. Okay, so it works with USB-C. I guess I'm curious, tell me more about that, because I mean, if you just want like a wireless mic, you could do a clip-on mic, like Rode has one, the Wireless Go mic, if it's just a single thing, if you're doing an interview and need two pieces. Deity Mics just came out with a new wireless transmitter receiver with, I think, 2 recipients. Oh, it looks beautiful, and I think you can plug in like a lavalier to it as well, but it has onboard recording to a micro SD card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Also, if you need something though that is going to work with like a computer or a cell phone or different things like that, and you don't mind it being pointed at you, you could do something like the Shure MV88 Plus. That goes either to USB-C, Lightning, or standard USB. You could do something like that, and you could then run a longer cable, throw like a little cold shoe mount on it, and get it closer to you because you don't want it like super far back from you. That would be a good option. Or I would actually look into those Deity ones because I look pretty damn sweet. And then sync your sound in post. Push comes to shove, you could always record a voice notes memo on your phone, and have that close to you, and then sync that audio in post, and it's still going to be better than trying to do whatever shotgun or whatever is from far away from you. Okay? Oh, see you later, Parajota. See, yeah, DIY, hell yeah. I knew you would say that. Probably a wireless lav. Yeah, exactly. So Rode Wireless Go, or check out the new Deity mics. They just released this week. So I saw they did a live stream on it on Tuesday. It was Tuesday, so 2 days ago. It looks beautiful. I want one real bad. Really bad, okay? Let's see. Clip-on needs to stay put wireless when I film, iPhone, or on my computer. Once you go Shure, you can't go back to anything else. I think, yeah, I convinced you to get the Shure MV51, which I think for the money, for $150, it is the best value for the money, because you can use it on an iPad. You can use it with your computer via USB, has like the touch panel. I mean, it's so good. Plus it has that retro condenser big mic feel. I love it. So yeah, check out the Rode Wireless Go. First generation, it's a great one. Yeah, absolutely. El Jefe Reviews. It's so nice to see you. How are you doing? I know you're the head of security for Viper, so I don't know what you are for me, but you're my friend, so it's lovely to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. We were talking today about niches, when you need to know that you need to pivot and switch into another one. Pivot. But now we're just chatting. So if y'all have something that you really want to chat about, we got a little bit of time, right? Love your videos. You helped me so much with iMovie. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Did you use the stuff? I always say, like, if you use some sort of technique or something, drop a link. I'll go check it out because I love to see that you actually created something. That's the whole point. We're trying to get people to create stuff over here. Love that. Yes. Right on, El Jefe. Have to go? Oh, yes. Okay. I know you said it was your sister's birthday. I hope she had a lovely birthday and you guys had a fun time. I will see you later. See you later. Anyone else have anything that they want to say for the good of the group while we're hanging out together? We've covered everything. We're just chit-chatting now. El Jefe, if you're just coming in, what's in your cup, dude? We always play the game. What's in your cup? Today it's red because there will be blood. Red wine. Yep. Okay. So while we do this, we're going to play one more song. We're going to boogie it out. And then if no one else has any comments, questions, or concerns, we are going to call scene on this live stream and we'll call it good. Unless something else comes in, y'all let me know. We're going to play Into Club. Here we go. Into Club. No, I don't want that song. I want a better song. I want something with a little bit of like drama. Here we go. Oh, did it? It froze. Are my bubbles frozen? All right. Well, from under the sea, in the bubbles, I want to thank you for spending some of your Thursday night with me. If you're going to go watching the Friends reunion, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. So I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Excuse me, that's rude. I'm still talking. I will see you all on Sunday for another video and on Thursday for another episode of Triple T. Have a great night, guys and gals.